Yes, we are live.
Hi guys, so we have a lot of people here and let's see. Hi everyone, hi Shraddha, hi Prateek. Hi Saurav. Oh, Saurav already is ready with the questions. Okay, yeah, hi Sliva. Join in people, I'll start in 1 minute. Let's see. Hi Saurav. Hi Joban. Yeah, Shrikant. Guys, if you are just raising your hands, I need to lower all those hands. Hi Akash. Hi Vijay. Okay, there are a lot of things in the chat box already. Hi Abhijit. Hi Ankit. Great. Too many highs. Hi to everyone, guys. As I have been telling even on Telegram that we are going to be live at 1. So here we are. So what are we going to take up? This is a Friday fest. I am sure you must have had really great day. And I, on the other hand, I'm going to take up structure of an essay. So as you all know that this is going to be related to writing task, right? So writing task 2, which is common for both academics and general, is the essay writing, guys. All right. Now, this essay writing, of course, has a lot of things. We have to keep so many things in mind before I begin with the structure. So let's quickly start. So first thing is that we know that when it comes to essay writing, guys, we have a lot of types, like majorly 4 types. So 4 types means discussion based essay, in which we must be, in which we would be having 2 views. So 2 contradictory views. One, say some people believe in something, and then the next line would be the others believe in the opposite. So those would be 2 contradictory views. Okay. That would be our discussion essay in which we have to discuss both the views. Of course, we have to give our opinion, but only after discussing both the views, we will give our opinion. Okay? Another one is your opinion-based essay. Now, there is a difference between the discussion-based and the opinion-based, guys. And what is that? Number 1, the discussion-based essay, as I said, you have to discuss both the views and then you have to give in your opinion. But in opinion-based essay, you don't have to discuss 2 sides. Opinion means you are giving your opinion as either you agree with the statement or you disagree, or you partially agree or disagree. So you can have only one stand. Okay? Now, whatever your stand is, whether you agree with the statement or you disagree, you will just take that stand and give your opinion and write the entire essay. Okay? Third type of essay is advantage, disadvantage, in which you would be getting some kind of trend, like people are migrating from rural areas to urban areas. Now you have to give the advantages and the disadvantages both of this trend. Okay, so your essay will contain the details. Fourth is your problem solution essay. Problem solution essay would be the one in which the essay question would be telling you about some kind of problem that is going on these days. Okay? What do you have to do? You have to come up with the causes of that problem and the solutions for those causes. Got it? So don't get confused when it comes to problem solution. Problem is the one mentioned in the essay question, guys. You have to come up with the causes, with the reasons of that problem. Why is that problem occurring? Okay? And then you have to come up with the solutions for those causes. So those are different types of essays. Of course, we know 250 words minimum is our word limit. You cannot write anything below 250. If you do that, guys, you will receive a penalty. Of course, there is no maximum word limit. You can go beyond 250. But if you are going beyond that, please take 3 things in consideration: your grammar, your spellings, and your time. Because you have only 40 minutes. I mean, of course, you have the complete 1 hour for the entire writing task. But then there are 2 tasks. Task 1, basically for report writing for academics, letter writing for general. So task 1, as we recommend, you should spend at least 20 minutes on that. And remaining 40 minutes should be devoted to writing the task 2, that is essay. Why? Because if you can see the screen, it's more in weightage, guys. So task 2 has more weightage than task 1. So please spend more time, that is 40 minutes, that is on the writing task 2. Okay, so keep these things in mind. Now, in this video, we are going to see the structure of an essay. Before I begin with that, just understand, whatever structure I'm going to take up today can be more or less the same for every kind of essay. Okay? Today we are going to deal with the 4th one, that is a problem solution essay. But as I will be moving ahead, I will keep telling you how to deal and how to make your structure fall in 3 other types. Okay? So let's begin. Now, before writing, this is something I always say, and I cannot emphasize on this anymore. Guys, when you get that exam, when you get that paper, when you get that writing question, just do not start writing with your pen straight away. Don't do that. Okay? Read your question carefully. Try to understand the question. Break it down into simple words or in simple concepts. Plan accordingly. Plan your introduction, your body paragraphs, your conclusion, your points. Brainstorm your points. Think about your examples that you want to provide with. Okay? Whatever. Just plan. Do not start writing straight away. So what should I plan before I start writing? See, you should always have a clear outline. Okay? Now, first, you need to identify the issues in the question. What basically is the problem? Then, when you understand the problem, you have to brainstorm the main points. What are the main points? See, guys, when you start thinking about something, a lot of ideas will come in your head. But the point is that we have to distinguish between non-relevant and relevant. I mean, less relevant and more relevant. So you need to understand what are the main points, the ones which are directly affecting it, directly affecting the issue in the question. So suppose we are dealing with the problem solution thing. So problem is there in the question. Direct main points would be the causes which are direct causes for that problem, the major causes for that problem. If you don't solve those, the problem is going to prevail. Okay, so those are your major points. So have that mind to distinguish clearly. The moment you are done with your major points, so you're done with choosing the main points out of the entire lot you thought of, then you will plan your supporting points. Now, what are the supporting points? Anything that you are writing in order to back your main point, in order to give strength to your main point, kind of an explanation. So explanation plus example for your main point will be your supporting point. Okay? Now, so you have your main point as the cause, you will explain and give example, that becomes your supporting points. You have everything ready now. Now you will organize your paragraphs. That this is something that I'm going to take up as my causes. This is my explanation and my example. This is the solution for cause 1, solution for cause 2, along with the example, along with the explanation of the solution. When you have everything ready with you, of course, in bullet points, you don't have to write the sentences while preparing, just the bullet points. After that, only organize the paragraph. This is going to be in my introduction. This is going to be in my body paragraphs. Now conclusion. Then you are ready to write. Trust me, guys, if you spend this time in planning, writing the essay will become a cakewalk. Okay? So trust me with the planning thing. Never avoid this. I hope this is clear, guys. Right? Okay, okay. Yes, it's a name. If it is a name, it's you. Okay, those answers I will answer later. All right. Great. If this is clear, let's move ahead. Okay, so this is what I talk of the structure. Now see guys, the first part is going to be your introduction. We know the paragraph 1 is introduction, right? But introduction will always have 3 parts. And I always say that an introduction is a strong one, is a powerful one, only if it is having these 3 parts. So remember that, okay? Number 1 is your background statement. Now it is nothing but paraphrasing the essay question. That means whatever is written in the essay question, if there is a problem that is mentioned in the essay question, you will write that problem in your own words. So writing the question in your own words means paraphrase. Okay? After that, thesis statement. That means you have to give your opinion. What do you think? If you have any kind of thoughts about some, that these are the causes and all that, include those things in your opinion. This is your opinion for problem solution essay. Third one is that you will give an impression to the reader. You will give a hint to the reader, to the examiner, what is my essay going to talk about? What are my subsequent paragraphs, or further, what am I going to discuss in the entire essay? So for that, you might use a sentence like, this essay will further discuss the problems and the solutions, or the causes and the solutions for the given problem. The subsequent paragraphs will discuss all the possible causes or some of the possible causes and will propose some solutions for it. So you can use all these sentences. Just understand. First, paraphrase the question, give your opinion, and third, just give the impression to the reader what is going to be there in the further essay. Okay? Now, after you finish with the introduction, you come down to your body paragraph. Okay? So in this case, because this is a problem solution essay, in this case, the body paragraph 1, that is the BP1, guys, will be dedicated to the causes. Okay? Usually, you have to take only, say, 2 major causes and then try to explain them along with the examples in your body paragraph 1. Okay? Your body paragraph 2 will be dedicated to solutions. So when you have given 2 causes, you have to come up with at least 2 solutions. And remember, guys, this is very important to please remember that causes and solutions should be related. Don't do this that you're giving some other causes and solutions for some other things. Don't do that. Okay? So, solutions should only cater to the causes already mentioned in your body paragraph 1. Got it? So, solution 1 for cause 1, solution 2 for cause 2. Now, just giving the solution in one line will not do. You need to explain the solution as well. Okay? So explain the solution along with the example. Don't forget that. So you don't only have to give example for your causes, you have to also give examples for your solutions. Why? Because guys, only when you're giving examples for your solutions, you are giving an impression to the reader that, yes, I am backing my claim with concrete examples, with concrete evidences. Okay? So please don't forget this example thing. After that, we come down to the last paragraph, that is conclusion. And as introduction is having 3 parts, conclusion also has 3 parts. Part number 1 is your summary, gist. gist of everything that you have written till this point in your essay. That is going to be written again in fewer words, probably a line or two. And that is your summary. Restate the thesis statement. That means whatever opinion you gave, whatever causes you talked in a line or two in your introduction of the problem, you will just again talk about those causes or those solutions again in your conclusion, just in a line. Okay? So kind of restating the same opinion that you gave in the introduction. After restating the opinion, if you have some kind of recommendation, suppose for the government you have some kind of recommendation, or for the civil society you have some kind of recommendation, for parents or for anyone, come up with those recommendations. Okay? Include those in your conclusion. Suppose if there is a situation going on and you can still predict the future. Okay, you think that this is definitely going to be the case in the near future. So you can predict it. Include that prediction in your conclusion, guys. Okay? Now, if you understand these things, you will never go wrong with your writing task too. Got it? Is it clear, guys? Okay, now just understand, this is a problem solution essay. This is what we are going to take up today. But just a bit of information. Introduction and conclusion will remain the same for every kind of essay. Okay, so whether it is an advantage, disadvantage, agree, disagree, that is opinion, discussion based, introduction and conclusion structure will remain the same. Changes will be in your body paragraphs. Now, suppose you have opinion-based essay. For example, you have agree, disagree. So, suppose, of course, as I said, in your opinion-based, you will take only one stand. So, either you agree or you disagree. So, certain reasons to support your, suppose you are in agreement with the statement of the question. So, if you're in agreement, some reasons along with the example, along with the explanation will come in your body paragraph 1. Other reason will come in your body paragraph 2 along with the example and explanation. That is how you divide the body paragraphs for opinion-based essay. For discussion-based essay, in which you have to discuss both the views, view 1 will be discussed in body paragraph 1, and you will give the topic sentence of view 1. I mean, you will just paraphrase the view 1, explain that, give examples. Why do you support the view 1, or why the view 1 is one view of certain people? Then in body paragraph 2, you will take up the second view, try to explain that along with the examples. Okay, so view 1 and view 2 for discussion based will be the structure of body paragraphs. After that, you're left with advantage, disadvantages. Now, some trend will be there in the essay question. Body paragraph 1 will be dedicated to advantages of that trend along with the explanation and example. Body paragraph 2 will be dedicated to the disadvantages along with the explanation and the examples. Introduction and conclusion will remain the same. Is the structure for everything clear? Examples are very important, guys. Okay? So, yes, examples can be from personal life. But just understand, the point here is, of course, experience and personal life and knowledge only will give you examples. True. But the game is, guys, that you have to write those examples in a passive tone. So don't use personal pronouns in the examples. They can be personal examples, but written in some way like, this is happening these days. Okay? And then you can just explain the example. So be passive in the tone. Don't say my friend has done that, or I have seen that, or I have observed that. No, no personal thing. Turn that personal example into, this has been going as a trend these days, or this has been taken up by some school these days. Okay? Some corporate companies are doing this. So passive tone has to be there in the examples. Great. All right, so this is going to be the problem solution structure. Cause, body paragraph 1, solutions, body paragraph 2. Keeping this in mind, we will take up one sample question and let's see how we do everything in detail. Okay? So I need your undivided attention, guys. Now the question says, the internet has transformed the way information is shared and consumed. This is one thing that internet has done for us in a better way. But means there is some kind of change and negative. So, but it has also created problems that did not exist before. Got it? Now, what are the two things we need to take in consideration? That it is good. It has done some great things for us, but it has created problems that were not there earlier. What are the most serious problems associated with the internet? So these serious problems are nothing but the issues that the internet has created. And what solutions can you suggest? So you have to first come up with all those problems, give causes for those problems, explain those causes, come up with examples. Why are these causes of the problem? How can you exemplify the problem? And then you have to also provide with solutions for those causes. Okay? So these are the two things we are going to take up today. So let's start. Now, first thing first, we will build an introduction. We know the question is this. Now let's try dividing all the three parts. So first we are going to paraphrase. Okay? Now, let's see how we write it in some other words. There is no doubt that the internet has revolutionized communication and information sharing. See guys, information shared. Got it? Revolutionized. So sharing information is here. How is information shared? Through communication. So that is also there. Transformed can be said as revolutionized. So paraphrased. But, again, but is there. So but, societies have to cope with unanticipated problems, unanticipated new problems. Unanticipated means these were not expected, guys. Okay? Created problems that did not exist before. So new problems and the ones which were not expected. Paraphrased. Okay? So that is done. Part 2, opinion. Now we can tell some causes, like what can be the causes and problems. Online fraud is one problem. Hacking is the problem. Okay? So the moment you said including new problems, including online fraud and hacking, that means you are giving your opinion that I know something about it. Okay? After that, giving the impression to the reader about the structure of the essay. So structure information will be, this essay will address some of the serious issues caused by the internet and propose solutions for the same. Okay, so you're not only going to address the issues, you're also going to propose some solutions for the same. Now, if we join all these, we will have our introduction ready, guys. See, there is no doubt that the internet has revolutionized communication and information sharing, but societies have to cope with unanticipated new problems, including online fraud and hacking. This essay will address some of the serious issues caused by the internet and propose solutions for the same. Introduction is ready. Okay, after introduction, the second part is to come up with our causes, come up with our solutions. So let's brainstorm the ideas. Now, what all can we think? So many things will come to our mind, guys. Of course, we know that it is easy these days to access any site, whether it is useful or dangerous. Even for the children, it becomes really easy. Okay, they can just put their credentials, fake credentials, of course, about their age, and can access any adult site. So that is one thing. Another problem and cause we have is the online fraud and hacking. It's continuously on the rise these days. What else? We are addicted to surfing, scrolling on the internet. Then we are having a serious disconnect between the real and the virtual life. We get so much attracted towards these life of influencers. It's having a big impact. If influencer is doing something or supporting something, you will also go and do that. Okay? And this, even these days, we are having anxiety and depression on the rise. Followers are not increasing. Something is going down. I have to come up with a new idea. This trend has gone obsolete. All these things will increase your anxiety and depression. These are certain problems which were not there existing earlier, before the time of internet. But nowadays we can see these as the most common problems. So those are the causes. Then we are having solutions. So what can be done in order to in order to not give the access so easily to the children? The government should have some kind of strict regulations, some adequate legislations. Parents should also be responsible and should actively monitor what their kid is watching online, what are getting engaged in. Okay? When it comes to the growth of online fraud and hacking, companies should be improving their IT security systems. All these things should be happening. In order to get away with that addiction, we should limit our internet time. Disconnect, what solution can we provide? Guys, get real. So make friends in real life, develop some new hobbies. That can be the solutions. In order to fight the anxiety and depression, we have to recognize the fact that the real and the virtual life of even the influencers that we like, that we love, is way different than what it appears on the internet. Okay? So recognition is very important. So those are certain causes and some solutions. Got it? Is it clear? E-commerce frauds, payment. Yes, very good. Both get addicted, not just children. Even adults get addicted. Very good, Anima. Yes, correct. So we have to come up with all the limitations, right? Technical glitches are there. Vulnerability of privacy. Very good. This is how you explain. Very good, Deep. Yes, we can switch the words in introduction. That was not just one. You can come up with different ways to paraphrase the introduction, right, Dhruv? Okay, guys, so if these are the brainstorm ideas, can we include all these? No, we don't have time. What do we have to do? We have to choose what can be the major points. In this case, I think harmful sites and online fraud and hacking are two major points that I can really take up. So I'm going to take up the first two as the major ones. And let's see, with the help of these, how I can build the entire body paragraph. So let's move ahead. Now see, guys, let's see this in detail. We are dealing with causes, explanation, examples. So there would be two causes when it comes to body paragraph 1, along with their example, along with their explanation. One of the major problems, guys, this is how you link everything. These are the connecting devices I want you to use. One of the major problems, so you are listing the causes now, of the internet is the ease with which children can access potentially harmful sites. For example, pornography sites are easily accessible to them because they can register with a site and claim to be an adult. Okay? So, false credentials. There is no doubt. Now you will explain. So what did you do? You paraphrase the topic sentence. That means your cause one is given. You gave an example, and now you will explain that problem. That there is no doubt that this affects their thought and development, and it has a huge negative impact on their attitude and approach towards society and life. Of course, when they're using all these sites, their mindset is getting affected, their approach and attitude towards people, fellow beings, even towards their own life is getting affected. Okay, so that is a problem. So that was one cause, well explained along with the example. Now let's switch to another cause. That is why another major problem is the growth of online fraud and hacking. These days, now, example, these days there are constant news stories about government and company websites that have been hacked. This is your example, that government sites are getting hacked, company websites are getting hacked. Okay, you can also include those fraud, like money fraud examples. Resulting, now what is the explanation? Why is this a problem? Resulting in sensitive information falling into the hands of criminals. Okay, this is how, guys, you will explain your causes, give your examples for them. Okay, is the body paragraph 1 clear to you all? You can use factual data, you can use your hypothetical examples. Blue whale game, very good, guys. Correct, Sairam, very good example. Cookies track, yes. Rajeshwari, that is how you say it. Yes, so it killed a lot of children, right? PUBG, we all know that, correct. Right, so all these things are there, right? We can add survey examples, but don't try to be too much of it. Like, don't try to talk about it too much. Okay, great. So there, that was the cause paragraph, guys. Now, when we have given these two causes, we have to come up with solutions. That is why body paragraph 2, along with the solutions, explanation, and examples. Let's see. Now see, it is important that action is taken to combat these problems. This is your solution topic statement. Kind of a linking statement to tell the reader that I have talked about the causes, but I am ready with my solutions. So I'm solution oriented. Now let's come to the solutions. Government should ensure that adequate legislation and controls are in place. That will prevent young people from accessing dangerous sites. Okay, that is my solution and example. I mean, solution and explanation. Now, example, such as tells us that now I'm coming up with my example. Such as requiring more than simply confirming that you are an adult to view a site. So just by giving your false credentials, if you cannot open the site, if you have to do something more to prove that you are an adult or you are someone eligible to watch certain things, only then you can view the site. If those strict legislations come into place, it will become way easier to handle this problem. Okay, so that is one solution with example and explanation. Coming to the other one, parents also have a part to play. They need to closely monitor the activities of their children and restrict their access to certain sites, which can now be done through various computer programs. Okay, so this is again your example. And you can also give certain examples of those computer programs if you want, or if you know. Okay, another solution. Now, we have two causes, guys. So one cause is done, but the other one is still left. That online hacking and fraud. Now we have to come up with a solution for that. Companies must also improve their on-site IT security systems. to make fraud and hacking much more difficult. Got it? How? By undertaking thorough reviews of their current systems for weaknesses. So if they find that their current system, the current IT security systems are weak, they can just improve those systems. Okay? They can bring some more technology, some advanced methods. Got it? So those are your causes paragraph, and this is your solution paragraph. Is it clear, guys? The cause and the solution one? Yeah, perfect. Great. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we are ready with our introduction, we are ready with both of the body paragraphs. Now we have to come up with a solid conclusion. We know what we have done till now. So first we will create a summary out of it. How? Let's move ahead. So let's see the summary. Now these are some linking words which you should use for your conclusion. In conclusion, to conclude, all those things, right? So to conclude, the internet is an amazing technological innovation. Going back to the question that yes, it is a great device. It's a great thing that has happened to us. So internet is an amazing technological invention that has transformed people's lives, but not without negative impacts. So we have combined the summary, we have combined that the great things are there, but without negative impacts, it's not coming to us. Now we will restate our opinion, the same opinion. Many crimes such as identity theft, child abuse, result from the ease with which criminals can operate anonymously online. Again, giving my opinion. In some other words, that yes, many crimes are there, identity theft is there, child abuse is there, and how are they how are they coming up? Because there is too much of ease with which criminals can operate online without giving their names or without giving their identities. But however, again, a great linking comparative device. However, with the right actions by individuals, governments, and businesses, it can be made a safe place for everyone. This is nothing, guys, but kind of our paraphrased opinion, also our recommendation. Okay? So what did we give as recommendation? We said if the individuals, government, and businesses are taking right actions, everyone can have on the internet a very safe place. Since the problem of internet crime, you raise the bar of recommendation now. You go global. Since the problem of internet crime is global, the long-term solution, look at that, guys. The long-term solution to it is greater international cooperation. So we all have to work together across the globe in order to have all these problems done away with. Okay? Getting my point, guys? This is how you state your summary, you state your opinion, and if you have some recommendation, national level, international level, you can come up with that and build a very strong conclusion. Is this clear, guys? Yes, you can use. You can use some nice thing, like you can bring up your vocabulary on a high range. You can come up with some great paraphrase versions, of course. You can, of course, increase your range of grammar. How? If you check the way I have written, it's all a complex sentence structure, guys. I have not used very small sentences. Simple sentences would not fetch you great scores. So always focus on writing your complex sentence structure along with using your conjunctions, However, moreover, furthermore, yet, but, still, all those linking devices. Okay? Now, when we have everything ready with us, let's see what magic we have created together. Our essay is ready, guys. So we have the introduction, we have the cause paragraph, we have the solution paragraph, and we have the conclusion. Got it? So this is how we write the essay. But then, guys, you need to keep certain things in mind when you take the essay question in consideration. Please pay attention to all the issues that are there in the essay question. Write about the issues. Don't write about the general topic, guys. See, in general, anybody and everybody can write. But this exam is trying to have your specific outlook. Whether you can deal with that problem and come up with some particular causes, particular solutions, some specific advantages, some specific disadvantages, or not. Can you think on the point, or you are just talking about beating around the bush and talking anything random about the topic? Please be specific in nature. Okay? Talk only with the relevant main points. Don't include everything and anything. Plan your supporting points, guys. Your explanation and examples should directly support your causes and solutions. Don't go off the topic. Please keep your word limit in mind. Okay? Now, if you remember, I did talk about in other previous videos also, but in writing section, we specifically deal with certain parameters in head. If you, of course, if you're ticking all these parameters right, you are going to score really great. First is your task response. Whether you have answered everything or not that was there in the question. If you have done, great. Coherence and cohesion. Whether your entire writing is well linked, or is it that you're talking about point number A in one point Z in the other. There is no link between the two. Okay, don't do that, guys. If you're talking about one cause, make sure that you are giving the solution one, catering to that cause one. They should not be, they should be joined, like they should have that connection in between. So information should have some connection. Lexical resource is what I was talking of, vocabulary. So please use some high range words. Instead of just saying this is good and bad, come up with brilliant words that this will impact or this will have a negative impact on their attitude, on their approach, all these words, bring those. Grammatical range and accuracy. Your grammar should be accurate. Okay, prepositions should be in place, articles should be in place. If you're dealing with tenses, they should be in place. Okay, not just that, your punctuation should be in place. Also, range. The one thing I talked of, your sentences, instead of writing the small ones, write in complex sentence structure. So use those linking devices. Each criterion is equal in weightage. So you need to keep all these things in mind equally. Got it? Guys, if you keep these things in mind, I'm telling you, nobody can let you have a low score. Okay? With this, I have just completed the entire structure of the essay, but let's go back and see how can we be together for some more time. So if you can see the chat box, I think we have been posting. Soumya, my friend, has been helping me out in the video through the chat box. She has been posting this link. So you can see this link is there. Guys, I am coming up with another course on 24th of August. Now this is going to be a night batch. It's going to be from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a 4-week batch. So for this 1 month of time, we are going to be together and we can learn all these things. Reading, writing, listening, speaking. Okay? All the live classes will be there. Everything will be evaluated. Your speaking, your writing. I'm going to tell you a lot of strategies for reading and all other sections. If you miss any class, you can see all those recordings All right. So please make sure that you are getting enrolled in this new course, because it is again coming for a very cheap price. It was already there for a cheap price, but then if you use the code MLLive20, you will get it for additional 20% off. Okay, so you will get in somewhat 149 rupees. So let's join together, let's be there together and learn some great strategies. Structure of essay is not just one thing we come up with. Okay, there's a lot more. One-on-one speaking feedback is there, speaking clubs are there, writing evaluations opportunities are there, so many things you can avail of. So make sure, I'm sure I'm going to see a lot of you in the course. Okay, so make sure you click on that link and get it. All right, if you have liked this video, please share, subscribe. As I always say, let the river of knowledge flow, guys. Okay, don't forget to download this. With every video, I say this, LeapScholar app is great, guys. It's going to be really beneficial for all of you. So please download it. Remember about the course. I wish to see a lot of you there together. Ta-da! Have a great day.